with people saying immigration is the number one problem facing America, the numbers don't say that. Immigration, in fact, has propelled the U.S. job market further than just about anyone has ever expected, helping cement the United States of America as the most robust economy in the world. That is not from me. That is according to the Economic Policy Institute. The momentum picked up aggressively over the past year, according to the Economic Policy Institute analysis of federal data, says about 50% of the labor market's extraordinary recent growth came from foreign-born workers who entered the United States between January 2023 and January 2024. And even before that, according to research from the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco, by the middle of 2022, the foreign-born labor force has grown so fast that it closed the labor force gap created by the pandemic. If not for immigrant labor in the last 2 years, we would be facing a huge recession, a huge one. Now, Republicans have increasingly campaigned on the idea that immigrants have hurt the economy and taken American jobs. But quite frankly, any moderate, any reasonable economist says the actual data is opposite. Now, there is not a lot of data on new immigrants in recent years that were documented versus undocumented. But estimates from the Pew Research Center last fall showed the undocumented immigrant population made up about 22% of the total foreign-born U.S. population in 2021. That means almost 1 out of every 4 people who were not born in the United States of America, living in the United States of America right now, is an undocumented immigrant. Now, that's down compared with previous decades. Between 2007 and 2021, the undocumented population fell by 14%. Meanwhile, the legal immigration population grew by 29%. Now, visa processing resumption in 2021 and 2022 boosted employment, filling gaps in the labor force across industries. Immigration also addressed long-term needs like workforce replenishment, crucial as birth rates decline and older individuals retire. Net migration reached its highest level since 2017, with immigrants comprising 18.5% of the entire U.S. labor workforce. Immigration is projected to sustain the number of Americans working over the next decade, helping moderate wage inflation and price levels and keeping inflation even. Now, even before all this came out, because I'm a pretty smart guy, I had posted a video on TikTok about this subject about 2 months ago. Let's watch. The surge at the U.S. border of illegal immigrants coming into the United States actually helps the United States of America. Let me explain why. The Congressional Budget Office, which is nonpartisan, just announced that all of these illegal immigrants coming across the border in the last couple of years are going to add $7 trillion to the U.S. economy over the next decade, including $1 trillion to the U.S. government budget to pay our bills. The surge in population increases the numbers of people that U.S. businesses can sell goods and services to. More housing, more services, more products to sell to people. And the increase in the labor force helps keep wages in line with inflation. The biggest tax to U.S. workers is high inflation. Now, many people may not like illegal immigrants crossing the border for multiple reasons. One, we like to know who's coming across the border. 2, we want people to follow orderly laws. And maybe there's even some people out there who are bigots and say, I don't like people who don't look like me, or don't have my religion, or don't act like me. But in terms of pure economic benefit to the United States of America, immigration is the engine that would keep America the largest economy in the world.